Joining us today on Bucco Bantr is Pirates outfield prospect Titus Dumitru. You're listening to the Bucco Bantr podcast, brought to you by the Just Baseball Media Network. Cue the music.
Rockin' 101, she compliment my taste. Whiskey in my lemonade, cause I like the way it tastes. Best seats at the Pirates, can they let me run the base? Yeah, my time is like my money, cause I can't afford to waste. Wifey is a lawyer, take my date to my dates. Order steak by the plate, sending case after case. Run my race at my pace, clear the grass of the snakes.
Welcome back to another episode of Bucco Bantr. Today we're joined by a very special guest, Pirates outfield prospect Titus Dumitru. Titus, welcome to the pod, man.
Thanks for having me on.
Titus, let's go back to draft day 2024. You were not a draft pick of the Pirates. You were a draft pick of the Atlanta Braves. Where were you on draft day, and what was that like hearing your name called?
I was back home in Gresham, Oregon, and it was actually quite interesting, to be honest with you. I had heard from a bunch of teams like day 2 that I was going to get drafted, and then they all kept lowballing my number, so I didn't want to take anything. And then day 3 came around, and it was supposed to be the Mariners. I'm from Oregon, and the Mariners were always the team that had like kind of watched me and told me they were going to take me, and never ended up picking me. Got to round 15, and I actually walked into the living room with my parents, and I was like, "Guys, I'm going back to school. I think I'm going back to school. No one's taking me." And then like 5 seconds later, my agent called me and was like, "Braves are drafting you right now. Turn on the TV." So turned the TV on, had family over, name got called, all excited. It was awesome. Definitely something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Titus, what was the recruitment process out of high school for you? Because coming from Oregon, there's a lot of good baseball schools in Oregon. You got Oregon State, University of Oregon. I went to Western Oregon myself, so I'm familiar with the area. You went to Lynn Benton right down the road for a year. Do you feel like you were overlooked in Oregon, that you had to go to a JUCO for a year and then prove yourself? What was that process like?
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, I had 2 offers at a high school. I had one to the University of Jamestown in North Dakota, and then my one of my high school teammates, Durham, he was the one that was playing JUCO ball at Lynn Benton, and he told the coach, he was like, "Hey, you need to come get this guy." So that's how I got to Lynn Benton. But no, I never talked to pretty much any big schools, any D2s, nothing. So I was blessed to have that friend stick his neck out for me and then give me a good opportunity. Yeah.
Talk about playing in the boombox of Las Cruces, New Mexico, man. I mean, New Mexico State. I don't know if you've talked to Nikki G about playing in New Mexico yet, but what was that like playing there, and how did you get to Las Cruces?
Yeah, dude, Las Cruces will always have a special place in my heart. That place is awesome. And oh my gosh, the ball flies there. So fun, so fun to hit there. So fun. And then yeah, actually, I talked to Nikki this morning. We talked about it and just our experiences there. But my recruitment process there was I was playing summer ball in the West Coast League for the Corvallis Knights, and the hitting coach, Brandon Van Horn, he was coaching for the Walla Walla Sweets, and I had like the weekend of my life against the Walla Walla Sweets. And so he was like, "I'm going to keep an eye on you." And then throughout the fall, he talked to me. We texted, and then come like February of my sophomore year at Lynn Benton, they offered me, and I immediately accepted. It was like a life-changing offer. So yeah, had to do it.
What was it like? So you get drafted by the Braves, right? And everything's exciting. You don't expect it. You head to the Atlanta organization, and then a year later you're traded. And a lot of people think about like the highs of getting drafted and playing professional baseball, but then there's a business side to it, right? And then your name gets thrown out there. You're sent to the Pirates for Hunter Stratton. What was that process like, learning about it and then making that transition to the Pirates organization?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, from the day I got drafted, all the people in the Braves org, like they treated me really well, but they kind of made it known that like I was a prospect that they wanted to trade. Like I don't think my future was ever gonna really be with the Braves, and so for it to happen sooner rather than later, was great. And just yeah, seeing the business side quickly, as young as I am, it was definitely shocking. Like the day I got traded, I was really shocked, because I was getting comfortable in Rome. I had all my buddies there, you know, and then yeah, my whole world flipped upside down. Had to drop the girlfriend off at the airport and drive all the way to Greensboro the next day. So it was it was definitely crazy. It was like it's something you always hear from all your other pro buddies, like, hey, it can happen, your life can turn upside down. But I never thought it would happen to me. And then when it did, it was like, whoa, this is crazy.
I'm sure it was fun though joining the Greensboro Grasshoppers last year because they were off to a crazy start.
Oh my gosh, I got in the first week or the first 10 days I was there, we threw 2 perfect games.
Yeah,
Crazy,
it was right around that
craziest
time,
thing
yeah.
ever. I showed up and we're in Aberdeen and perfect game. And I'm like, wow, this is sick. And then like the complete 180 from playing in Rome, Georgia, where the ball does not fly at all, to an absolute boom box of Greensboro. That was really fun.
Well, also talk about the transition from New Mexico State to pro ball, whether that's Rome or Greensboro. What was the biggest adjustment you had to face there?
I mean, besides getting my eyes used to like consistent velo, I would say just all the different hitting philosophies. The Braves have their own hitting philosophy. The Pirates have their own hitting philosophy, and it seems that from the 2 orgs I've been in, that they're different. And so it's just learning to take what I can from everybody, and just try to use it to the best of my ability. But as soon as you start trying to like do the circus of trying to do everything that everyone says, too many conflicting voices. Like I had trouble when right after I got traded from the Braves and came here, it was like a 180 of hitting philosophy, whereas from New Mexico State to Braves was also another 180 of hitting philosophy. So it was just a lot of adjustments on the hitting side for me. I think I fit in with the Pirates a lot better than I did with the Braves.
Love
I
to
feel
hear
like
that.
yeah, like I'm really thankful that I got traded to this organization just because of the way I learned how to hit. It coincides with the way the Pirates are teaching people how to hit. So it's working well. We're meshing together.
Going into the offseason, did the Pirates tell you they wanted you to work on anything specific now that you're full-time in the organization?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that they really wanted me to do was get the ball in the air a little better. I hit the ball really hard, but I last year I had a problem. I was like king of the rollovers. So getting rid of that this offseason, that way I can actually use that power for some in-game numbers,
How much are you utilizing like the analytics, the pregame reports before you go into a game, or are you more of a feel guy?
I would say I'm pretty 50-50. Like when we do a pregame hitters meeting, I definitely like to know what the pitcher's got, what he's going to do, if his fastball's riding. It's mostly, but I also try to keep it pretty simple. I'm not trying to go into the game with like a crazy plan. Usually it's just be on time for the fastball and try to hit it up the middle. And then I like to know in the back of my mind like what his other stuff does, but I'm not really thinking about it too much.
What does the offseason look like for you as a professional baseball player? I know people have their different routines, but from the end of the season till spring training, which we're in right now, what's a day-to-day basis look like for you, Titus?
Day to day, basically wake up, eat, lift, and then immediately drive to the cages down the street. I have a weight room in my garage, so go downstairs and lift, really convenient. And then yeah, drive down the street. Got a couple of my buddies who lift and hit with me, so we'll go hit for a couple hours, and then pretty much come home, chill, and then usually I'll do lessons because I mean minor leaguers we don't make a ton of money, so gotta make the bread where we can.
It's a
So
grind, man.
go
The
back to the
hustle.
cages. Yeah, go back to the cages, do some lessons for some kids, come back, have dinner. And then some nights, usually it's just one hitting session a day, but some nights when we're getting gritty, we'll go out there and hit twice in the evening.
Love that. Love that. Titus, how about the mental side of the game? I mean, it's a long season. It's inevitable that you're going to go through some stretches where, you're going through some rough stretches, right? What is something that you do, habits that you have, things that you do that keep you in the right space mentally?
I mean, for me, the biggest thing is my faith. I believe in that Jesus Christ is my Savior, and that whatever happens in this life, like I'm good. I'm taken care of. So I can always trust that. And whether I have a good game or a bad game, like I know the bottom line, like who I am. I'm a child of God, and that He has a plan for me. So that really carries me through because I mean, you go on like a 1 for 20 streak, you're down bad. It's like you got to be able to be like, I'm bigger than this. There's something bigger than this. And then trying to keep it fun. There's a lot of guys who will stress about like having a bad game. I feel like I've gotten a lot better about just being like accepting it, being like, all right, I got to move on. I got to get better. But I'm also just having fun out there. Like I'm doing my best. This game's hard. I'm going to fail. I'm going to strike out. I'm going to have an 0 for 5 game. I mean, last year in Winston-Salem, I had a 0 for 6 with 5 strikeouts. You know, never did that before in my entire life. And that was the same day that my team had 19 hits. You know,
Wow.
I'm batting in the 3-hole. Everyone has multiple hits. I am 0 for 6 with 5 strikeouts.
I think you're off the hook if they had 19.
Yeah, but like days like that, you got to be able to just like laugh at yourself, be like, "Wow, that sucked." Like,
sure,
it just is what it is. Yeah.
How's spring training been so far? You showed up, you got a big league at bat today. What was that experience like, and how's camp going?
It's going good. Just live ABs in the backfield, you know, simple stuff. Right now, I mean, it's the beginning of spring training, so we're doing all the intro to base running, all the simple stuff, and then backing up the big league game. That was fun today. Got an at bat, hit a little bleeder single up the middle. That was fun.
Oh yeah, knock's a knock, man.
Yeah, knock's a knock. Never met a hit I didn't like. But yeah, no, spring training's been good. Just getting all the basics down and refreshing everything.
You've been able to go up against anybody on the backfields?
No, I mean, no like big names, I don't think. No one from the big league team, but like a couple guys from Greensboro. Yeah. Nothing too crazy.
I mean, what's it like being surrounded by this is one of the deepest farm systems in baseball. What's that like, just being able to be around all these guys and pick their brains?
Shoot. It makes you better just being around guys that are really good. You're looking around, you're seeing the way everyone works. Like if everyone's working hard, you're gonna work hard, you know. That's the culture here. It's one of the most special cultures, and you can just feel it in the air. Like there's something special with the group of guys we have, and just everyone will work from every team. Everyone's grinding in the cages. No one's taking reps off. Like at least from all the guys that I've been around so far, everyone's a dog. Everyone's a dog.
You guys did a lot of winning in Greensboro last year. Do you think that culture helps translate to the overall goal?
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like in the minor leagues, like all of us coming up, like having that expectation of like we're gonna win. You know, once we get to the big leagues, that's not gonna change. Everyone's gonna be like, we're winners. That's what we do. So I think that's a big thing, like just having a winning culture in the minors, and then when those guys get up, they expect to win in the majors. So, no, I haven't been there, but I assume that would be how it works.
Yeah, I used to be a type of person that said like, wins and losses don't matter in the minors and stuff like that. But now I hate when people say that, because building a winning culture means something. You gotta learn how to win from the bottom up. So, Titus, is there someone that you've played with this year, pitcher, position player? Let's think outside the box here, maybe outside of Connor Griffin, that has wowed you. Because we all know Connor Griffin's a very special player, but who's a teammate that you've played with that has wowed you? You're like, wow, that's a big leaguer.
Callum Moss.
Yes, let's go.
Love that. Love that.
I think I don't know if people know who Callum Moss is, but he's one of the best hitters I've ever seen.
Had a big hit today too.
Yeah, he's going to be a big leaguer. I mean, the kid rakes. He's one of the most just naturally gifted. I mean, not naturally gifted, because that kid grinds, but he's just got it. He's got it. He's got confidence. He's got the it factor when he's in the box. You walk up, he walks up to the box. You're like, yeah, this kid's a dog. And then watching him in Greensboro, I was like, who is this guy? Like, why have I never heard of him? And then for him to go undrafted, it's insane.
Yeah, I remember when they traded for him, when they traded Bailey Falter deadline. I'm like, who the hell is Callum Moss?
Yeah.
He showed us really quickly.
His swing is like controlled violence, man. Like he takes massive hacks, but he knows exactly how everything is moving.
Oh yeah. He gets so deep behind the baseball and stays through the zone for so long. I mean, he could hit anything. He's the man. Yeah. And on top of being like a great baseball player, he's a top tier dude.
Yeah. No, we had him on the show. He was awesome. We could have talked to him for hours. Titus, what's something you like to do off the field? Any hobbies outside of baseball?
Lately it's been golf and probably photography. I got a camera over the off season, so I've been taking some photos and stuff. And then golf. Me and my dad built a golf sim in the garage, so that's how we've been spending our time together. Yeah, and then I like to eat. I like to eat a lot. I am such a fan of going and trying new restaurants. So
that's my thing. Specifically?
all kinds of food.
Okay.
I'm on
There you
that
go.
seafood diet. I eat it type of thing.
Love it. Love it. Love it, man. Well, Titus, last question here for people that or Pirates fans that might not know you that well yet. What type of player are they getting with Titus Dumitru?
They're getting a hard worker. They're getting someone who's hard nosed, going to work hard. And I'm a gamer. When it comes to the game, I play as hard as I can. I have fun, and I'm a winner too. So, yeah, that's
Love
who I
that.
am.
Well, Titus, we'll be down there in a week, so hopefully we can come say hi at spring training. But best of luck the rest of camp, and looking forward to seeing you in Pittsburgh one day.
Sweet. Sounds good, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Best seats at the Pirates game, they let me run the base. Yeah, my time is like my money, cause I can't afford to waste. Wifey is a lawyer, take my date to my dates, or the steak by the plates. And